After the grueling battle with the Demon King, Yajirobe takes Goku to Korin to heal his wounds. Yajirobe explains that Piccolo killed the dragon, and there's no way to bring back the people killed by him. Korin tells Goku about the building above his, and that Kami could bring back the Dragon Balls, but he's gonna need his power pole to get there. Goku notices that he doesn't have his power pole, and then he goes off to search for it, eventually making it to Master Roshi's island through Baba's help. But this time, Tien stops Goku and asks if he could go with him to revive his best friend Chaozu, and Goku happily agrees, so the two take off on the Nimbus, with Goku riding it and Tien holding on to Goku for dear life. Tien and Goku eventually make it back to Korin's tower and put their power pole on top of Korin's tower, and they begin the climb. When they reached the top, they were greeted by the wise and powerful Mr. Popo. He welcomed them with a warm smile and asked if they got the bell. When Goku showed Mr. Popo the bell, he smiles and says if they want to meet Kami, they're going to have to beat him. They agree, and Mr. Popo easily defeats the two of them, but impressed about their determination. With this, Kami comes out early, impressed by the two martial artists. They beg Kami to bring back the Dragon Balls. Kami agrees under one condition. The condition is if they would stay and train for the 23rd World Tournament. They agree, and Kami decides to put life back into the dragon. With that, the Dragon Balls are reactivated and their friends are brought back to life. Now Tien and Goku start their rigorous training under the wise and powerful Kami, with Kami sending Tien back down to Korin before he could train. Break from the story for a minute. Tien would actually get the water faster than Goku would in the original. So yeah, back to the story. After he's done with Korin's training, he climbs back up. Under the guidance of Kami and Mr. Popo, Tien and Goku underwent a grueling training regimen. They were taught new techniques and strategies, as well as honing their physical strength and endurance, and taught to sense the life force of others too. They even did some time in the time chamber, about 4 months. As the tournament drew near, Tien and Goku felt ready and confident in their abilities. They thanked Kami and Mr. Popo for their guidance and set out to the tournament with a renewed sense of purpose. Goku and Tien arrived at the 23rd World Tournament, excited to see all their old friends again. As they walk through the crowd, they spot all their old friends again.
Hey guys, long time no see.
Krillin and Yamcha turned around, grinning from ear to ear.
Goku! Tien! You guys made it!
I see you two been training hard. You look stronger than ever. And then, Chaozu saw Tien. Chaozu's eyes widened in surprise as he saw Tien, and he immediately ran towards his friend.
Tien!
Chaozu exclaimed as he threw his arms around Tien's neck.
I can't believe it's really you! It's been so long!
Tien hugged Chaozu back, feeling an overwhelming sense of joy wash over him.
It's good to see you too, my friend.
Chaozu pulled away from the hug and looked up at Tien.
I've missed you so much!
I've missed you too, Chaozu, but we're here now, and we're going to fight together again.
Sadly, without the inclusion of Tien, Z fighters would get stronger, but not as strong as they were in the 23rd World Tournament. So yeah, back to the story. As everyone chatted excitedly about the upcoming tournament, the staff members announced that it was time for the preliminary matches to begin. Tien and Goku made their way to the designated area where they saw Piccolo and sensed his overwhelming strength. Tien's heart sank as he saw Tao, now a cyborg, entering the ring to face Chaozu in the upcoming match. Tien became very angry at the sight of his friend's lifeless form. Tien swore that Tao would pay for this, and in the next match, that he would be beaten down senselessly. Tien's first opponent was the notorious Tao. Tao had a reputation for being one of the deadliest fighters in the world, and many have doubted whether Tien would be able to defeat him. The match began and Tao wasted no time in launching a series of devastating attacks at Tien, but Tien was ready for him, and he quickly dodged the attacks with ease. Tao was surprised by Tien's agility, and he struggled to keep up with the younger fighter's lightning-fast movements. Tien countered with a rapid series of punches and kicks, striking Tao with incredible force. Tien landed blow after blow, driving Tao back and slowly wearing him down. And after the short altercation, Tao was put down. The crowd erupted in cheers and applause, amazed by Tien's incredible display of skill and power. When Shen came to collect his brother off the arena floor, he couldn't help but be astonished at Tien's elegance and power. His prior student really had this much potential. Maybe he messed up with this one. But Tao, he was way more humiliated than the original. He felt more buried. Tien and Goku faced each other in the arena. Both were ready to unleash the most powerful techniques. The crowd roared in anticipation as they began to circle each other, each awaiting for the other to make the first move. Finally, Goku lunged forward with a fierce punch, but Tien quickly dodged and countered with a swift kick. Goku retaliated with a flurry of punches, but Tien evaded them and countered with his own punches, each unleashing their most powerful techniques in an attempt to gain the upper hand. Goku used his Kamehameha wave, while Tien unleashed his volleyball attack and his Dodan ray. The battle was intense, with both fighters pushing themselves to their limits. Tien's Four Witches technique was his ace up his sleeve, but he knew he would have to use it at just the right moment if he wanted to win. Goku charged forward with a massive Kamehameha, but Tien swiftly dodged and countered with his own Kamehameha. The two blasts collided, creating a massive shockwave that rocked the entire arena. Tien knew that this was his chance. With fierce determination burning in his eyes, he unleashed his Four Witches technique, now having grown 2 extra arms. He begins to form his backhands into a triangle, and then Tien screams, The powerful energy blast soared towards Goku, who had no time to counter with his own techniques. Tien's tri-beam overpowered him and he fell to the ground in defeat. The crowd erupted in cheers, amazed by Tien's incredible victory over the mighty Goku. It had been a hard-fought battle, with both fighters using all of their techniques and abilities to try and emerge victorious. But in the end, it was Tien who emerged triumphant, his Four Witches technique proving to be the difference between victory and defeat. The 23rd World Tournament had come down to its final bout, with Piccolo and Tien standing on opposite sides of the arena, the crowd on their feet, the tension palpable in the air. Piccolo, the demon warrior, had entered the tournament seeking revenge for his father. He had easily dispatched every opponent he had faced, but Tien, he was different. Tien, the three-eyed human, had also been on a winning streak, and his determination and skill were not to be underestimated. The two combatants stared each other down, each waiting for the other to make the first move. Suddenly, Piccolo leaped forward, his arms extended, ready to strike. Tien dodged to the side, narrowly avoiding the attack. He countered with a quick strike to Piccolo's midsection, but the demon quickly recovered and retaliated with an eye blast, missing Tien. The two fighters were evenly matched, exchanging blows and dodges with lightning speed. The arena shook with the force of their attacks, the crowd gasping at each blow. Tien was determined not to lose, and he fought with all his might, pushing himself beyond his limits. But Piccolo was relentless, his power seemingly endless. He unleashed a barrage of energy blasts, overwhelming Tien and knocking him to the ground. Tien then gets back up and take their battle to the sky, moving so fast that they would be more than blurs to the human eye. Tien launched a flurry of punches at Piccolo, but the demon dodged them easily, his movements graceful and fluid. Piccolo countered with a powerful Masenko, sending Tien flying back. Tien quickly regained his control, launching himself at Piccolo once again. The two fighters collided in midair, their fists and feet flying in a flurry of punches and kicks. The crowd watched in amazement as the two warriors exchanged blow after blow, neither giving an inch. Tien's multi-form allowed him to create multiple clones of himself, making it difficult for Piccolo to keep up with his movements. But Piccolo was no slouch either. He was able to match Tien's cunning and strategy. Piccolo begins to launch a powerful explosive wave that erased Tien's clones and sent him to the ground. Tien quickly regained his footing, but Piccolo wasn't done yet and had one more trick up his sleeve. He began to grow to an enormous size, towering over Tien. The two fighters clashed, exchanging blows that echoed across the tournament grounds. At first, Tien held his own, dodging and weaving around Piccolo's massive fist. But then, Piccolo's strength began to show as he landed a series of crushing blows onto it. Tien knew that he had to think fast if he was going to stand a chance against Piccolo. As Piccolo approached to deliver the final blow, Tien released a solar flare, blinding Piccolo, distracting him and destroying him. Tien used this moment of distraction to launch a massive tri-beam directly at Piccolo's face. The beam struck with incredible force, knocking the giant demon to the ground, ending him once and for all. But in a moment of desperation, Piccolo shoots a beam straight through Tien's chest. It seemed to be the end for Tien, as he struggled to catch his breath and gather enough strength to continue the fight. But in a remarkable display of courage and determination, Tien refused to give up. With a fierce determination burning in all three of his eyes, Tien slowly rose to his feet, gritting his teeth against the pain. His energy crackled around him and he prepared to launch one final attack against the new Demon King. Piccolo Jr. sneered, thinking that Tien was finished and that his victory was his, but he underestimated him. Tien's incredible strength and resilience. With a roar, Tien charged forward, his fist glowing with energy. He struck Piccolo Jr. with incredible force, sending the demon hurling out of the ring and crashing to the ground below. The crowd erupted in cheers, amazed by Tien's incredible comeback. It had been a stunning victory, with Tien defying the odds and defeating the Demon King once and for all. But that's where we're going to end off for now, guys. Tell me if you liked the video down in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I'd like to thank these guys for lending their voice in this video. And I appreciate it. And goodbye.